Right, so you're on vacation, you're having a great time. You want to get the most out of your vacation because if you're like most Americans, you've only got a couple weeks a year. And you just want to go out, you want to do the things you don't normally get to do, you want to eat the foods you don't normally eat, drink the things. And there's a problem though, like with a lot of dieters, when they start, they lose a whole bunch of weight, they're being really successful, and you lose 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, and then it's time for vacation, and you kind of got like this double-edged sword thing going on. You feel like, hey, I want to go out and have a really good time, but I also want to keep that weight off, right? And you're afraid that you're going to blow up like a balloon, you're not going to lose the weight again, and you're just going to be stuck in like this vicious yo-yo dieting cycle. And that's no fun. So what I'm going to give you here today are 2 tips that are, even if you're not dieting, the first one is going to make your vacations a hell of a lot better regardless. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, if you are dieting, how to maybe mitigate some of the damage so you have an amazing time and you still keep a lot of the weight off without really trying too hard. So I'm Nick Ritchie with LimitSlayer.com, on vacation here, month number 2. Today we're at the end of vacation, so I thought I'd record a video. And let's try to flip this webcam here, so you can see the lovely city of Dubrovnik in Croatia. So this is the home, a lot of you know Game of Thrones. And if we zoom in here, in the very center from my balcony, you can see, kind of hard, but right there, that's the Walk of Shame. All right, so we're not going to be doing any walks of shame today. I'm going to show you how to avoid that. We have this cable car, nice little balcony, good beer. Actually, while I'm showing you the view, I'm just going to have a sip of my beer here. Nice little Mikkeller IPA collab with a Serbian company. Quite good. So, good stuff. I'll give you a nice little view here, and then we'll hop into the teaching. So, how do you get the maximum enjoyment from your vacation without, let's try to turn on a camera here if possible, so you can see me too. There we go. And we'll flip that around. There, we'll just stick my face up in the corner here. You can see me a bit better. All right, just more fun when you have something to look at, right? So, how do we maximize our enjoyment and minimize the downside? So the first thing is, a lot of people screw up vacation. I know I did it for a long time. Like maybe you're partying, you're having a really good time for like one day, and then the next day you are hungover, you are sick, you're puking in the toilets, the alleyway, you don't want to get outside, the sun hurts, you were out in the sun too much, you're burnt like a tortilla, just to a crisp, you're black, it's not good. You basically try to get too much out of the first couple days and you are miserable because of it. You might even get sick, you might get heat exhaustion, all kinds of problems can happen. So we can solve that very, very easily. And we do that with this right here. A little bit of knowledge that I learned from ancient Stoic. I don't remember which one. It was probably Epictetus. It might have been Seneca, something like that. But the saying is this. So excess, write that down here, excess is when the greatest pleasures, your first couple bites of food, your first couple beers, all that stuff, they're amazing. You don't want to skimp on those on vacation because that's the only time you get to do it, right? It's kind of like somebody who's really trying hard to be wealthy and then so that they can not spend any money. It makes no sense. It's like, I'm going to go on vacation and diet. Kind of dumb, right? So excess here is when the greatest pleasures cease to please. This is what happens. If you read The Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz, if you look at Paul Rosin's work on savoring, you're going to find that the first few bites of whatever food and stuff you're having, food, drink, whatever, those are the best. Try it out sometime for yourself. Like have 3 bites of steak. Those first 3 bites are just friggin' amazing. The 20th bite of steak is not quite as impressive. You're kind of getting down to like here. And then let's say you decide that was a really good steak. I want to have another one. Well, you're probably going to end up eating into the excess area where you're not happy. You're just eating it and then you might get sick because of it. Not so fun. So the whole key, first tip here, is just remember that excess is when the greatest pleasures cease to please. And I'm just going to color code these so we know what's good and what's bad, right? So once you're no longer enjoying your food, you get near the end of your meal. Oftentimes when you're on vacation, you're at a resort or something, they'll give you a big portion. Great, take some of it home. If you really like it, save some for later, and then you can get these first 3 bites again. Let's try to highlight that. All right, so you can get these first 3 bites again tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, something like that. Throw it in the fridge. Have a great time, right? So the whole key, I recommend stopping a little before you get to the point of, I'm not enjoying it anymore, or, oh God, I can't believe I ate so much, I'm feeling kind of sick, or, oh, I really want to finish my food, but there's no good reason for it, right? So I used to gain about 20 to 40 pounds on vacations. I had one vacation, 3 weeks, just 3 weeks. I gained 40 pounds. Now, a lot of that would have been water weight, but a lot of it was fat that took a few months to get off. And that's when I was first, I lost a bunch of weight and then, trying to find my groove, make it long term and sustainable before I knew the stuff that I'm teaching you guys today. So I used to gain a ton of weight. Didn't feel so good about it, and vacation was always the biggest problem, because these days, I go on vacation, of course I still gain a few pounds. I've been on vacation about 2 months. I think I've probably gained 6 to 10 pounds, somewhere in there. That's fine. It's going to come off in a few weeks when I get back to my regular habits. No big deal. So, first thing, make sure you're staying up here, really up here. Enjoy it, and when it's less enjoyable, stop before it becomes unenjoyable. First tip. Easier said than done. But what will help you with this, if we make a new page here, it looks like I already drew it for you. I'm going to clear it out, draw it again. I actually recorded this last night when I was a little bit hammered, and it didn't turn out so well because it was dark. You couldn't see me, you couldn't see the city, you couldn't see anything. So re-recording this morning after a swim. All right, so the second tip is use the stand-up checklist. I say if you're overweight, you're understanding, right? So on vacation, let's just talk about how to adjust these things. These are the kinds of things that I talk about with my members during our workshop. So S stands for sleep. On vacation, it's still really important to get your sleep. So if you're up really late, sleep late. I mean, it's kind of obvious, it's intuitive, it's not a problem. And actually, I'm going to give you a view of the city here just because it's kind of pretty. It's a small view. All right, so make sure you're getting your sleep during vacation, because if you're not, you're just not going to enjoy the day as much anymore, especially if you're hungover and you're sunburned and all that stuff. You're going to be more cranky. You're not going to get full enjoyment out of things. You're going to be more stressed out. Actually, I think my face is better for this small view. But get your sleep. Hey, Anjo. Training. If you can do it, by all means do. If you have a caloric surplus, might as well shuttle those calories to the right place, right? A is for awareness. Keep doing your food log. If you can, once you get good at it, it only takes about 2 minutes a day. I still keep food logs on vacation, not a big deal. But if it really ruins it, if you're kind of in the beginning and you're still struggling with, you got some denial issues, it's really hard to keep the food log, maybe let it go while you're on vacation. Resume when you get back. It's fine. N stands for NEPA, non-exercise physical activity. Whoa, big moth on my leg. Hey, get off my leg, moth. Whoa. All right. Wow, that was a big moth. Okay, NEPA. I tend to do a lot more NEPA during vacation because, well, let's try to look at the city again here. Try to give you a better view. All right, so walked around the city twice last night because I'm trying to get all of the Croatian craft breweries out of the way, and there are a whole lot of bottles at these bottle shops that I haven't tried, so kind of playing a bit of catch up, but not going past the point of excess. And went swimming at the beach down there this morning. Very lovely. All right, let's go back to our stand-up checklist. So NEPA. Oops, my face stopped recording. That's fine. Hopefully the audio's still good. Maybe we can get the face back there. You doing good? Yeah, it just doesn't like two cameras at once. All right, so D stands for diet, and just make sure you're enjoying your food. And again, practice hara hachi bu. Stop a little before you're at the point of, oh, I can't eat another bite. And that's pretty much it. So those are the adjustments for the stand-up checklist. If you haven't checked that out, I give you 5 great ways to lose a pound a week. And actually, I give you 7. I give you a little bonus. But that's available at limitslayer.com. And again, remember that the point of vacation is to make your life better, right? Not worse. So the whole point of vacation and weight loss, you should be enjoying the process. If you gain a couple pounds during vacation, no big deal. You're going to lose them with your regular habits over the other 50 weeks in the year. Vacation shouldn't be that big. If you're not able to lose weight and have 2 weeks of vacation, then you really need to look at your weight loss program. It's not very good. All right, so that's all. Just wanted to give you a couple tips. Let me know what you think. Do you think you can just throw things out the window when you're on vacation? Do you think that you have to be really regimented? I'm open for disagreement, but I have never really exercise much constraint or anything on vacation because that's not the point of vacation. So enjoy your vacation, cheers to you. Remember that excesses win, the greatest pleasures cease to please. And we'll see you in another country in another video. Bye for now.